Hi, we're here, we're in command. Let's get into property flyers. So that is located under designs. If I click on designs, here we are. So what this is showing us is our design library. This is things that we've previously created. So if we want to duplicate or edit, etc., we have that. But if we come up here and hit create design, this is going to give us options of what type of design are we creating. So is it for email purposes, social media, print, or there's even a video. So let me show you this video template real quick. It's kind of cool. So basically what you need to do is come in and find the neighborhood. Terra Vista is a good option. Find the neighborhood that you're wanting to pull information on. So let's do Terra Vista Round Rock and hit next. Then what it does is it pulls the current market stats for that neighborhood, right? And then your agent information should already be filled out in your profile, and all this should be good, right? Then you hit next, and then it generates a video. So what this video is going to do is basically show off those, the stats that you just pulled in a nice little like 1 minute video. And then at the end, it helps to promote people to get your app. So I'm going to play that for you here. That took like no time. And it's got, it's got music and everything. So it gives the date because, the stats are pulled today. So we want to make it, so we want to make sure we're representing that properly. It gives you the date, and then just use this nice little process where it inputs that data that we just pulled on that neighborhood in just a few seconds, right? It goes through, gives some, what people say about it. Probably, I guess my internet lagging a little bit here. And then it says for more information like this, get my app, which is pretty cool. And then if I hit save, then it inputs all your contact info there. If I hit save, that's going to save it to my library right here. And I can hit these three little dots, and I can either put it in a campaign, share it to Facebook right now if I've connected my command to Facebook, or download. Download will allow you to, it gives you the actual file, so then you can upload that directly to Facebook. If you want to do it manually, put it on any other social media platform, anywhere you can put a video, right? So there you are, a little quick video. Let's look at other things. So let's go to create design. Let's go to email as an example. So email templates and designs can be used for a lot of different things. They can be used in smart plans. They can be used in campaigns. And then you can just create a template that you just send out to your whole database if you want. What's here, when we come in here, these are all the ones that are pre-created for you. So for example, there's one called refinancing. So if that's the subject matter that this is going to be written on, and it's pre-made content. So if I choose refinancing, hit next, this is going to take me to that article, right? And here's all the information. Hey, you might be thinking about refinancing. These are things to think about, right? All pre-made, ready to go. So you can edit this. I could come in here, hit the little pencil, and make changes if I want. Right, I could add content. So maybe I want to add another image here, pick a picture. Let's just do these stats, whatever. Right, so really easy to work with. And then these buttons over here are all the different types of things that you can add. So more text, if I want to add a text box, an image you just saw me do. I could add a button and place it kind of where I want it. And then I could edit that button to say what it want and then link it to something. You can either do it to a landing page that you've built in command for your website, or to a specific web address that you tell it to, right? So all that's there. So done on that. I actually probably need to. Okay. Then we got legal header, which is this kind of this at the top. Or you could add this one that has like a little bit more of your contact information and logo. Maybe that one would be better. Maybe I like that one better. The legal footer at the bottom, is it going to have, which I think this one already has all the things at the bottom. Listing, so you can actually add a whole thing about listings or a listing. So if I drop this in, it's like, hey, and we go edit. And then we can, this is where we can come in and find, we could do 123 Main Street, right? City, X, and then it fills all that in. I can upload a picture, or I can hit select listing at the top and find an active listings. So this looks like an active listing. Let's just pick that one. Good. Pick that front of the house. Boom. There we go. There we go. And then do you want to link it to something, to your to a landing page? Maybe created a page for the listing on your website or a web address, send them to a specific. What you could do is you could go to your website, find the listing, copy the link, and then put that here. So if they click, it takes them over there, or whatever, right? Lots of options there, lots of things it can do. Okay, so yeah, you see it pulled in all the info when I selected the listing and the picture. So that's awesome. Then we can also do an event block, a video, and a market snapshot. So this is kind of a prelude to what we're going to be doing in a minute. So this is a market snapshot in one form. And so you go neighborhood trends. Let's put in, I'm in Hutto, so we'll put that. And then let's pick a neighborhood in Hutto. Let's say Mustang Creek, maybe. Okay, no options. Let's see this one. Supposed to give me? I don't think it's supposed to give me. I'm selecting it there. When I hit done, there it goes. It pulls in that neighborhood and all the stats around that neighborhood. Pretty awesome. So yeah, all of these are for email purposes. So you can mix and match and add the different things and just configure this just the way you like it. I can also move stuff. So if I want to move this market snapshot, to the top, I can do that. Just drag and drop. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty much very easy to do just by adding the modules and then editing the modules. And then I can also hit this eyeball, which will show me a preview. So see, it's populated my information in. This is what it's going to look like in the email with the information populated that were merge fields on the other screen. So pretty cool. Hit the X in the top right to get out of preview mode. And then I can save this, or, I can send a test to myself and actually get the email and see what I think, or I can download the template. So the reason to do that would be, well, maybe if you want to share it with somebody, you could download the template and then they could take that template and upload it into their command and use your template. Yeah. So then I could hit save, and then it would create this email template there for me to use in the future. So I'm not going to save in this case. Okay. So that was the email. Let's talk about print. And we know that we're going to do a property flyer, for example. So we're moving into property flyers. If I choose print, I can also select this box that says import photos and text from a listing. So this will go out to the MLS and find listings, active listings. So let me put a number in here. Just find something, hopefully something with some pictures. This looks nice. That's a lease. It doesn't matter. It's a listing, right? But I'm going to go ahead and select it because that's a good picture. So we're going to select that. So now when it takes me into designs, it's going to use that property information. All right, so this is designs. This is basically the menu of choices along the left here. So we're talking about doing a property flyer. So obviously that's going to be under listings, and we can either do a just listed, or for sale or coming soon. You know, these are all the things. So let's do for sale. So when I choose for sale, this shows me all the templates that are available. Now, this is all, it's currently set to all. So if you're looking to do the door hanger, a flyer, which is what I'm looking to do in this case, or postcard, bifold, trifold, you know, or bifold 11 by 17, you can filter down. So if I hit flyers in this case, these are all the 8.5 by 11 standard flyers. So let's pick one of these. So basically you look at this and decide which template you like and then add it. So let's do this one. So I hit use. So that's going to load this template. And now all we need to do is just modify it for the listing, right? So here's how we do that. So right here in the middle, and then you got a little help tutorial here, which I'm going to skip for now. You have the plus and minus in the bottom left where you can zoom in if you need to, you know, see it closer, right? On the left-hand side, you'll have a menu of choices. So you've got your templates, images, text, logos, elements, KWLS. So the KWLS is where we're going to get the listing information, right? If I click that, it says, here's the listing you chose. Here's all the photos. And then next to that is listing details. Here's all the listing details like the price. So for example, I can come in here where it says listing price and select that and then hit the little swirly swirl. Now it dropped the price in place of that. Easy, right? Address. So this right here is the address. Let's replace it with the one from the listing. So very simple to do, very helpful information there. It also includes typically the description. Where is it? Description. So like we come down here, this is kind of supposed to be the property description. So we can drop that in, whatever was in the MLS. Now, of course, you know, I might need to edit this and kind of truncate it a little bit or just make it smaller so that it all fits. But it is what it is. So let's talk about this editor and how you use that. So the critical thing to know on this editor tool is that single click selects, double click edits. Okay, so what I mean by that, if I single click where it says exceptional and unexpected, so I click one time, left mouse click or whatever your primary mouse click is, it selects that piece. And so you can see now it's outlined. I get the dots and the bar. And then if I go to the edge of that line, it turns to a plus. So, oops, misclick. So if I click inside, you know, on that plus, now I can move it around by drag and drop, right? So click hard, hold, let go. There you go. So that's by single clicking. Also, it gives me access to the bar so I can expand this box if I need to. And if you grab the corners, the dots, that's gonna keep the aspect ratio the same and then just kind of basically like shrink or enlarge that box without losing its formatting. And then this button at the bottom, little swirl, it'll allow you to rotate. So if you want to put something on there sideways or something look cool, you can do that. Try to center that back. Okay. Now, if I double click on this, so watch, if I double click, now I'm editing, right? So I've selected that word. I can, you know, delete and add, get the point, right? So double click edits, single click selects. That'll save you a lot of frustration when you're trying to move something or do something and you're double clicking it. Yeah, just remember that. That'll help you. Okay, so it looks like I misspelled the word exceptional there. It was right a second ago. So what I can do is I can, up in the top bar here, we have a couple things. So I got home, which will just take me back to the beginning, right? We have file, which will give us some options like save, lock the page, show the grid. So that's, the grid is good. So if you're trying to line things up, it should put lines on there so you can see that. Didn't actually do it on this one for some reason. Okay, made me a liar. Great. And then some other custom stuff. Then the other one is this undo and redo. So if I messed something up, I can hit undo and just have it back it up until it's back to the way it's supposed to be. And then, but if I'm like, well, no, I did like that change, we go forward. So you have the typical undo, redo options following all your movements through. Okay, so we talked about editing the text and adding the information. That's cool. So the next major thing is these pictures. So these photos are not the property. We need to replace these photos with the photos of the property. So referring you back to the KWLS in the top left, and then go to photos. Here's all the photos. So it's been very nice. It's pulled all the photos in from the MLS. So here's how most people think of replacing the photos. It's like, hey, I want the front of the house there. I'm going to click it. Boom. Okay, cool. Got it. So now I need to kind of move it. And then I'm going to grab the corner and make it kind of stretch, make it fit. Okay, but yeah, this is the hard way to do it. You can eventually get there, but that's the hard way to do it. Here's the awesome thing about this tool is if I single click, okay, I was trying to select the photo. It didn't do that. It did the upper thing. So let me single click here. I can now see this photo is selected. And then when I come over here, I'm going to have this happy little replace button. And I'm going to hit replace. Boom. It automatically puts it there, keeps the layers, tries to center it. Awesome. All right, next one. This one here, the kitchen or whatever. So we can replace that. Maybe we do, there's not a ton of awesome photos here. Let's do this one. Hit the little replace button. Boom, we got it. Maybe not that one. Maybe do this one. Yeah, that one. This one. That one's cool. And then now we got our third photo. Single click to select. And I think people always want to see the kitchen. So there we go. So I'm not going to do the toilet. Sorry, guys. We're not playing dirty today. Okay. So there we go. We got a bunch of information in there. Now this stuff at the bottom, like the picture, your name and everything. So if you set up your profile in Designs, a lot of this will auto-populate for you, or you're just gonna have to replace it. So let's look at like your picture. If I come over here again to the left and go to images, we're gonna see a couple things. We have my assets, workspace, stock, and then add. So if you don't have your picture already in here as the agent photo, then you would add it by just clicking here, picking the picture on your computer and uploading it. Under my assets, this is what's comes from your profile. And so if you've already added your photo, you could just select this and then boom, replace it, right? Very easy. And then the logo. So that's another thing. So over here in logos, if you've uploaded logos to your profile, which I'll show in a second, this is how you can just, oh, we need to replace this DBA logo. See if I can get it in there. There it is. See, I was watching the blue line. It selected the logo. Now I can just go bloop, replace. Okay, that one's not very good. Let's try this one. All right, they're the same. So challenge with this is this logo has the big white box around it. There's a bunch of different versions of logos out there. So you might have to upload something different or make it work for the design. So I'm just going to redo this kind of section. We want to keep the independently owned and operated. So let me move that off to the side for a second. Let's just take this whole corner, and this I can shrink to match, and then let's bring this guy back in. Okay, so look what we're experiencing here. This is something called layers. The text is behind the white box. I need the text on top. So that's called layers. So when this happens, and that's how you get these photos, you know, to like sit how they are. You can edit the layers up here in the toolbar. There is this button right here. It's called arrange. So if I hit arrange, I want to tell this, let's send this forward. So pull it up. Now it's on top. Now I can edit and place it Also, I need to edit the space here because this isn't going to fit. So I'm going to shrink the box so that it fits. Maybe down below would be better. So just simple editing. And if you need to see this bigger, you can keep hitting that zoom button in the bottom right. So we can get in there and really make sure that it's, you know, sitting the way that we want, and looks good. Yeah, basic, right? Cool. So let's say we've done everything we want to do to this. We're ready to go, ready to rock. So there's a couple options for you. In the top right, you can hit download. Now you can choose, I want this as a PDF, which would be for printing purposes, to print flyers, put at the house. Or maybe you did this flyer and you want a digital version for Facebook or something. You would want to do JPEG or PNG. Typically PNG is a little higher quality. So you could have this converted in, you could download the PDF and then the photo of the same thing, right? That's pretty cool. There you go. So that's how you can get it out of the system so that you can put it somewhere. Now, if you don't want to print it, you could hit this order print button. And this takes you to whoever the third-party service is. I forget. I might tell you here somewhere, but you can say, hey, I want standard silk or coated or uncoated paper, and I want, 50 of them. That's going to be $32 plus delivery. Hit continue. It goes through the process of you ordering prints for this, and then they'll send those to you. So if you want to do it that way, you can do that with any of the designs you make that are print orientated, not like email. Okay. Next up, let's see, share. I don't typically use this button, but this button's intended to be able to share this right here from this design to social media. I like to do it through the design or the campaigns part of command. I think it feels a little easier, better to me. This right here is going to be the name of this document. So what is this? This is 245 North 12th. So that you get to name the document there. And then finally, if you're done working with it, you can hit the home button or done button, and that will save it. Or it'll prompt you to save it before it closes. So there we go. That's how we can create a cool flyer in designs. So let's move on to market snapshots. Right there, I'm going to hit home. Take me back. There we go. Oh, actually, hold on, let me go here. Templates. This is where it usually loads you to. I talked about that the profile, right? So this is what you want to do. So when you're at this screen where you're looking at all the templates of all the different things, right? You might want to go either to designs, assets. This is where you can upload images that can be used anywhere. This is where you upload logos, right? So under images, you probably want a picture of you or things that you're going to use commonly. They'll be available to you when editing any piece in designs. Logos, upload those there. Anything else that you use commonly throughout the system. Okay, so let's go back to templates and let's do a market snapshot. So that can be found under listings. You can go to neighborhood snaps. Under buyer, it's also called neighborhood snaps. Lead gen, I don't think it's listed there specifically. So neighborhood snaps is what we want. So what this does is this is going to show us all the different templates of marketing pieces that we can create, where we can have it automatically drop in the neighborhood information for us. So here are our options at the top. So we got social media wide, and it tells you right here, wide formats typically for Twitter, Facebook ads, or LinkedIn ads, right? Social media square, good for Instagram, Facebook posts, and LinkedIn posts. Then we got social stories. So, how you do stories on Instagram and Facebook, and the pieces designed to fit that. Then we have flyers, typical flyer, right? Door hangers. So you get the door hanger stuff and you can print to it, and it's got, this is where the hole would go for the door. And then postcards. So pretty cool. So we're going to do a social media wide for this one, just for fun. So let's pick one of these designs, kind of like this one. We'll say use that one. So does someone want to give me a neighborhood? Give me a neighborhood that to look up to build this snapshot off of. Otherwise, I'm going to pick one for myself. I'm going to skip the tutorial. Terra Vista. Okay, someone said Terra Vista. So here we go. All right, so right now you can see this is clearly for Barton Hills. It's showing Barton Hills information. And then there's this big nice photo here. Now this photo, we could replace it with any other photo. You could use what it came with. This kind of looks like Texas. There's lots of pools. Texas has pools. It makes sense. Or what's available to you in Command, if you come over to the left here and you see where it says images at the top, you could go to stock. And so this is just a ton of images that you're available to you to use. They're provided by typically Shutterstock or other places, and they're free to use. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do neighborhood. We want neighborhood pictures, maybe. That kind of worked. Okay, so here's some rooftops. So I'm gonna select this photo and then be like, boom. Oh, that one. Oh no, this is different. It's used not cost. Either something changed or it's not working right. Let's see what this one does. Okay, so if it says enterprise resource, then it's free. So that's changed. Let's select free and apply. Filter that down. Free to use. So that didn't work. This must be something they're working on. It's kind of different, but it is nice to have access to like lots and lots of photos. Just some of them, if you really want to use them, you'll have to subscribe to the service that's providing them. Let me give you a third-party resource for this as well. So if you want to make sure you're not paying for anything, there's a website called Unsplash. Unsplash. So we could come here and go to neighborhood, do the same search. Now, see this says iStock. If these are going to cost you money, they're not free. These are results on Unsplash. These are free. So maybe you like this one better, or this one rooftops. Whatever makes sense to you, you can download it. It's free to use. The creators that put these pictures here are there to share. So you should be able to use them without any copyright issues or whatever. It literally says on the front page, freely usable images. So, okay, so then I'm gonna select this photo. So in this time, instead, I'm gonna go to add from my computer, the picture I just downloaded. And there it is. And then now, boom, now it's in there. Pretty cool. All right, so we're continuing working on Terra Vista. So I don't need this. I need this to say Terra Vista. So I'm going to double click and edit. Okay. And then we would want to replace the logo with a good logo. Again, we have the white box. We need a better logo in here. Then I'm going to select on that text, and then I'm just going to bring it forward, arrange, pull forward. So that's fixed. And then we'll just line them up. Good. All right, now let's get to the meat of it. This is the snapshot. How do we get these stats in here, right? All right, so that is over here. On the left, we're going to go to KWLS because we're pulling data from like the area MLS. And then instead of a listing, this time we're going to go to Snapshot. And then we put it in the neighborhood. Searches. We have access to all all the neighborhoods in the US. So Terra Vista Round Rock, that's the one. Let's select that. So when I do that, what's going to take a second, and what it's doing is generating the market snapshot designs. There are typically 3 versions. We've got the little short and sweet, we got like a map view, and then we got the card, which is what this one is. So we're going to use that same capability. We're going to select it. It's outlined, and then just hit replace. Boom. Now we've embedded the actual market stats as of today for that neighborhood. Pretty cool. With that said, we might want to put the, a little disclaimer as of blah, blah, blah date, maybe. I don't know if we can get in trouble in any way for that. I misspelled Terra Vista, maybe. Nope. Okay, so cool. We got a Facebook post ready to go. So what you could do is you could hit download, right? Get the JPEG of it, max out the quality. You could download it as a PNG, make it a PDF if you want to print it, etc. All those options are there. We can change the name here. It's just called Heating Up. So, but now I can use command to push this out to Facebook for me. And here's how I like to do that. So you can either hit done and save. See, it's prompting me to save because I hadn't saved it. And it's going to take me back to designs. And now here's that piece I just created. Oh, yeah, that's true. The post itself. But to be, I would say to be extra careful, put it in the marketing piece, because if someone shares it or sends it to someone else, like maybe they download it and send it, now we've lost the date information, possibly. Does it say it on the card? I'll have to look. So anyways, now I want to post this to Facebook or something, right? So I can come in here and we can go to campaigns, which is how we market stuff. And then I want to do create a campaign. This is going to be a social post, which is free. Oh, I haven't, Facebook is not connected on this. So I have to switch accounts to show you this because I have to use mine. So let's switch accounts because our demo account isn't connected to Facebook. Let me log in as me and I'll be able to show you this. So let's go to campaigns. And then we're going to create Facebook post or social post. It comes to this screen. It's like, okay, what do you want to do? So we got text box here. We can do an image, video, link, all this stuff. Well, I know I want to do an image, and then I just want to do browse design library. So when I hit that, it's going to show me all the things that I created before. So here's one very similar, not the exact thing we were doing. And then it pulls that graphic in that we created in designs. Give it a second, chew on that. It says not ready. Okay, let's try a different one. Try that one. There it is. So this one was a square, so it's built as a square, or you can choose wide, so it'll crop it into like a wide format if you'd rather it be that way. It was, supposed to be a square though. You can zoom in, make all that adjustments. That all looks good. Hit crop, and then now this image is part of this post, and you can write a little text and boom, schedule post. Now this only works if you've connected. So 2 prerequisites, right, for Facebook. You need to have created a Facebook business page, and after you create your Facebook business page, you can then connect your Facebook account to command, so that command has access to post to your business page. It can only post to business. It cannot post to personal. There's probably some rules around that from Facebook. But once you've done that, then all you gotta do is come in here, type something up, add the marketing design that you created. You can schedule it to go out on a certain day and time if you want to, or you can just say, nope, just push it out right now. And then down here, it's going to tell you what page it's going out on. Okay. So that's pretty cool. All right. So let's talk about social media a little bit more. So if I just go back to designs, or I'm sorry, campaigns, not posted. Yep, that's fine. When you come to the designs, which again on command on the left-hand side is the little megaphone campaigns, right? you're going to see this section, which are some pre-made posts. And if you shuffle, it changes. There's usually about 16 different variations, and you can just find one you like and go for it. So these are pre-written, pre-made. You don't have to figure anything out. You can be like, cool, I like this one. Let's hit the arrow to say send it. And it comes up. Now I can edit it, right? If I want to edit this content, already got a picture. Everything is just ready to roll right here. Boom, schedule. So what's cool is when you schedule posts. So let me get out of this. Saving. Let's go to social posts right at the top. This is the calendar for the week. And then you can see which days a post is going to go out or did go out. So I'm going to go back a week. I haven't done it in a while. But so this is where you can see, okay, so one of the, like maybe a lead gen time, you would spend 15, 20 minutes, come in here, schedule a post to go out once a day, 5 posts for the week. And then, or maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whatever. Excuse me. So then you're have that social media engagement going on automated, which is pretty cool. And then again, over here under quick posts is access to more of those pre-generated stuff. So you're like, oh, I need something for Friday. Let's do this one, right? Boom, it's ready to go. I could edit it if I wanted. And let me just schedule that to go out on Friday. And what time? So probably around lunch is good. It's people working, they're on their phones at lunch, right? Let's do something like that. Or I can just type in here, 11:45. Boom, set, schedule, goes. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome social media help there. Okay, so let me show you how to connect. So if you've already built your Facebook business page, let me show you how to connect Facebook to Command. There are actually 2 connections that you can make. You don't have to do both. There are 2 that you can make. One is for posting, which, social media posting is free. And then there's paid ads. So if you want to run a Facebook ad, you need to connect Facebook for that purpose as well. It's 2 separate connections, the free posting and then an ad connection. Okay, so here's how you do that. So if you click on your name in the top right-hand corner and go to settings, this comes to the page of all the applications, right? So you can see right here, we'll find Facebook post scheduling, and then you're going to hit connect, log into Facebook, agree to the terms, go through the hoops, and that will connect your Facebook personal account so that it can then post to your business page. Then the other one you'll see is Facebook Ads Manager. Again, you're going to connect it and then give it access to your business page. And that will allow you to run Facebook ads on command. What if we already created a page? Is there a way to change it to a business page? Oh, I think all pages are business pages on Facebook. Is it not a business page? So let's talk about Facebook. Let me go into Facebook. So I'm here in Facebook, right? So I'm browsing. I'm on my personal account, and then there's pages. So quickest thing or easiest way to get there is on the left-hand side. You might have to do see more, and then you can get to pages. So look here on your account, and these will be the pages either that you own or have access to as an admin, or a these are the pages you have access to. When you create your personal account, that is a requirement. You have to have a personal Facebook page or account, right, to be able to create a business page. So when you're on this page, you're going to come right here and hit this create new page button. That is considered a business. They're always business pages. That's what we mean. It's because it's a page specific, and it'll ask you, what do you want to name it? What are the business hours? Blah, blah, blah. And then you have your business page created. So that's what we're talking about that we need to be able to then connect your Facebook to command so it has access to that business page. I'm going to jump back into designs real quick to show you there's a couple things to help you with your business page there. So if I go create design and let's go social, continue. There's some Facebook templates because you want to have a banner at the top. So if I come in here and go to business basics and go to social branding, you're going to see there's Twitter covers. So if you create a Twitter account for your business, LinkedIn covers that you do for your personal account. I don't know that you can create a LinkedIn business page. I don't think so. Yeah, absolutely. Feel free to reach out if you need help on Facebook. And then we have Facebook covers. So you're going to need one of these graphics probably, or if you're, awesome, create your own thing. Cool, but these are already formatted to fit that space, and then you just hit the use it, and then you can edit it to your liking, and then download it and then upload it to your Facebook business page as the cover image. Okay. Yep. So you're gonna need the logo, and then try not to remove each office independently owned and operated. So logo, just drop that one in. See, I've got the more fancy logos loaded on this account. But you don't, so let's talk about logos real quick. You don't necessarily want to use the KW Round Rock. Typically, you guys are going to use the KW Realty logo. And if you don't have those, here's how you get that. So if you go to kwconnect.com, KW Connect, bigger, and then mouse over resources, it's going to do a drop down, and then you got marketing. And branding right there. And then you can download the logos. So if we scroll down here, these first set you see we can't use, doesn't have the word Realty. We require Realty in Texas. So these 6 we can use. So you can download. Web is usually the better option. So these are the 6 logos that say Realty that we can use. So when you click on this, it gives you a zip file. And then when you open that file, inside will be all the versions of that logo that you should have a folder on your computer with all the logos. So you have, because does it need to be black and white? Does it need to be solid? Whatever. So what you'll notice here is some of these say reversed. If it says reverse, that means they're transparent, meaning that the text is there, but everything behind it is clear. So that's what it looks like this one. This is considered transparent, meaning, whatever is behind it shines through. And in some cases, that's awesome. And then a non-transparent would be like this. And some cases, this is what you want. So it just depends on the marketing, have flexibility there on how it's going to look. All right, cool. Let me go home. I'm not going to save that. So we covered creating property flyers, pulling the information from the MLS into designs so that you can, have access to the photos and the property information. We talked about using the editor, how single click selects, double click edits, very important. Then we created a market snapshot and saved that. And then I kind of showed you how you can go post that stuff to Facebook from campaigns, and access designs to do that. And then showed you how to create social media pieces. There's a ton of social media pieces. Let's just show you real quick. There's a lot of content in here. And the thing to know, the templates and the stuff you see here, for like listings or whatever for social media, let's just do just listed as an example, right? Whole bunch of social media. Let's go, there's like 6 or so there, bunch for stories, and then the wide, all those. There's a lot here. So the way this system works is, which is pretty cool, is they look at what ones are people using and those stay. The ones that no one uses or gets very little use, they replace with more up-to-date of marketing trends that are current. So these pieces in a year, these probably won't be here, these same ones, unless everyone's using those still, right? They'll come out with new content all the time, which is pretty awesome. Local experts, pretty cool. Now you'll need to pull some stats to make this work, but it is pretty cool for hyping up stuff using numbers. There's just a lot in here. Price update. So if you have a listing, you need to update the price. There you go. Open house stuff. So you're doing an open house. You want to create a marketing piece to put on social media for that open house coming up. All the cool stuff is in here. They got tons and tons of stuff. Expert advice. Lots of good stuff. Just take a look around, see what's in here. Just remember that when you're using the logo, it needs to be Keller Williams Realty, and then avoid words like, what is it? Is it value? We need worth. Is it worth? I don't remember. There's one of those words, worth or value, is a no in Texas. We might need to ask Dustin or Kristen which one is the bad word, because it implies value, or there's some legal lawyer reason why it's value. Okay, so know that in Texas we need to say worth, not value, right? Those are those the good words or the bad words, Robert? Let's clarify that. We can say price. Okay, so of course you could, when you edit this piece, what's your home worth, or maybe you change it to say, what might be your home's price. I don't know. They'll come up with something cool. But yeah, value is naughty. Okay, so worth might be okay. Yeah, so there we go. So they've put in pieces that address that. So just know this is for the entire company. Every state has its own different laws and how it works. Just make sure if you're unsure, you can always send what you're creating after you've built the template out. If you send a copy to Dustin or Candy, they can check it for compliance before you put it out to the public, and maybe expose yourself to potential fines or whatever for those no words. Okay. I think that's all I've got for y'all today. It went really fast, not a lot of questions. Just make sure your answer says dollars is the price it most likely to sell for. Okay. That's subject. Okay. Well, any questions, Richard?
Yeah, quick question. So from command, can a Facebook page be set up, or does a Facebook page have to be set up through Facebook?
Facebook page through Facebook. Yep. So
Okay.
Again, the easiest way to do that is go to Facebook. Once you're logged in this menu on the left, you may have to hit the see more and scroll down till you find pages. When you click on pages, you'll see the create new button.
Okay.
And that will start you on the process for creating a Facebook business page.
Is that
we have to go ahead?
Sorry, is that a long process? Do you have to put photos in, etc., biography and all that stuff?
Yeah, it's answering questions. It takes, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes.
Okay.
And if you've got like your profile photo and that banner photo ready, then that's ready to roll. One tip on that I would say is, it's a personal thing. It just makes sense for me. But so you see on my business, never make I wouldn't say never. I advise you not to make your profile picture for your personal Facebook and your business Facebook to be the same. Not the same, because then it can get you can easily confuse who you're operating as. So for example, when I go to my Facebook business page here, the Market Center Tech Guy page, I can see right over here that if it'll actually load, come on Facebook. There we go. So I know just by looking at this picture that if I create a post, I'm writing it as my business, right? If I see, so I can switch here to my personal account and then create a post, I'm pretty sure I'm writing it as my personal. So it's just the graphic indicator to me is helpful to know what identity am I working as. Am I working as my personal account or am I working as my business account? And that's an easy way to separate them visually is using two different photos.
Okay.
You know? Yeah. So just a simple example that would be on your personal account, have a more, casual photo, and the more professional photo would be your business page.
Okay.
Just makes your life a little easier.
Okay. And we can use a logo. I see that the logo is right on top there, KW Round Rock. We can use that.
Yes. So again, you don't have to use the Round Rock one, just at least Keller Williams Realty.
Realty.
Yeah. And in your banner, you need the KW logo in that banner.
Okay.
That's one of the kind of rules. It has to be in the banner. Now this page is not for real estate, so you notice how our other page says Keller Williams Realty. My actual real estate page says, team name, Keller Williams Realty. That way that you're disclosing your brokerage up front. That's something that I think is a requirement. I'm not 100% sure on that. That's another Dustin Candy question on the rules.
So for us, what would that be?
Your name, realtor.
Okay. And then
Keller Williams Realty. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, anyone can make up a team name, right? So as long as it ends in group or team, I think of the two words that are allowed. There's no words on this one too. It's like realty, real estate, brokerage. You can't use those words unless you have a broker's license, right?
Okay. So just our first last name - Keller Williams Realty will do the show.
That would work.
And I had to ask a question in the chat. So do we just we post the link to our business page on our personal page to get all our friends to join that page?
That's one way. Okay. Another way is when you're on your business page, and this will take you through the process when you're building it out. It's gonna come up. I don't know how to get back to it, but maybe under promote. No, this is website. It's gonna come up and say, "Here's all your friends. Do you want to invite them?"
And okay.
Because
I'm actually in the process of transitioning my really, really old Facebook. So I made a new personal page. So I'm getting ready to send friend requests to get everybody over there. So then once I get them there, then I can send them a request to join my business page.
Yep. A good, so you can invite, there's a way, maybe it's this promote button right here. I don't want to do add. There's a way to promote it to your friends. It does walk you through that when you first set it up. There it is. There it is.
I've been on Facebook since 2017.
Understood. I found it. So when you're looking at your business page, to the right of that promote button is the three dots, and then you can go down and say invite friends, and then you can check all the people that you've never invited before, and then invite them to come like your page. So you can see I've got 600 not invited, 173 that I've already invited. You can only do it once, so you can't keep inviting them.
Okay.
And then they come off the list once they accept. I would strongly recommend also send in Messenger, because some people will respond a lot better to Facebook Messenger. than a Facebook post or
So I can
no.
say, I can be choosy, like say if there's some certain people
Yep.
I don't feel like are really
Yep.
should be on my business page because they're just not like,
Yep.
okay. They're
Yep.
kind of
You can
ghetto
just
or
select.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. You can search and then just put checkbox by the ones you want.
Okay.
What there isn't, which is kind of annoying, is there isn't like a select all. So if I
Okay.
wanted to do all 609, I'd have to come and literally check
Oh wow.
all
Okay.
the freaking names.
So I could
Yeah.
do it as I send out my invites to my regular page though too. So.
Yep.
Okay.
And again, I believe when you originally create the page, it's going to prompt you to do this. But if not, it's there under the dots invite. And then what another trick that you do is, so if I wanted to promote this page, like, get it in front of more people, because I obviously, my Facebook page doesn't have a lot of people, but my personal account does. So what I would do is I could come over here and switch to my personal account and operate as my personal account. And then I can take one of the posts that I've done for my business and then share it. And so when I share it, I'm now sharing my business's post to my personal page, which my friends might see, right?
Okay.
Yeah. You can also click on like the page name, I think, and then share it like this to your, because I'm operating as my personal, so then I can come in here, and if I hit share, this is going to share it to my personal account, and I can do it public or, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can do all three, do the invite, share it to your personal, to public, or everybody, just hit it in all avenues to get people to like your page, because you do your Facebook business page is limited in some ways until you get a certain number of people liking the page. As you get more people, it opens up a little bit more. But a freshly just created Facebook business page, you can connect to Command and then start pushing that social media content from Command to that page that same day. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That sounds good. One day, I know this is very, very probably like very basic, but one day, could you have a class on creating a Facebook page, or is that too simplistic?
I mean, if you go in there and hit that button, you'll see it's super easy.
Self-explanatory.
I mean, it fully is. It's what's the address? What are you gonna call it? What's your phone number? What's your days that you operate? The only things what's your price range? The only things that get weird is like if they want you to write they want you to write out these little statements, but you don't have to. Yeah, honestly, Richard, give it try it, and if you get stuck, let me know. But you'll see it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy to do.
And then we also make sure that the office address is on there, correct?
That's not a requirement.
Okay.
I don't want people coming to my house thinking it's a business.
Right. Exactly.
So I put the office address as the business address, which is fine. You can do that.
Now I see there on the right hand side you have the two forms. Is that the way they need to be on the page, or should there be a link somewhere?
This is the best way to do it right now. And I can help you with this. Basically what you have to do is take the two forms, the consumer protection notice and the IABS, create them as a single image, and then make a post with this statement, with this disclaimer, and then pin that to your Facebook page. So when you pin something, so you can see this is a pinned. Oh, I'm not me. I need to go back to admin. I'm working as not me. So it's a pinned post, which means
it stays at the top of the page.
It always is the first post they see. So that's our best attempt at providing them that information, because the rule is that they should be able to get this form within 2 clicks, and it's really like 1 click they're seeing it, so that's the best way. So I can help you with that. So what I help with is I've got a Canva template where I can just take your IABS, drop it in next to it, and then send you, here's the graphic. So I can help make this for you if you just send me a fully filled out IABS. It has to be fully filled out, with your information at the bottom. I can make that for you. Just email me, I'll send it back. And then if I think about it, I'll send you this disclaimer. But this disclaimer,
where do I get that?
Yep. This is literally the top of this page. Texas law requires blah, blah, blah information. And I just insert, after information about brokerage services, I insert and the consumer protection notice. And then it continues to prospective buyers, tenants, sellers, landlords. That's how I've done it for years. And we've been, knock on wood, okay so far. No reporting. No one's reported and gotten in trouble. So yeah, it's the what's at the top of the IABS, and I just insert and the consumer protection.
So if we hang it in the email and be like, hey, can you send me the little statement as well? Then you'll be okay.
Yeah, I'd be glad to help. Yep.
So what do we just do, like a copy thing from we can click on it on our website and copy and send it to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That would work. Yeah. Any way you can get me this document where I can view it, and then I can screenshot it and then put them side by side and send that back to you.
Okay. Cool.
Quick question. When Facebook asks us to put in our address, once we get it in, does that mean that everybody who has access to our Facebook page has our address and phone number?
Yeah. Yep.
So in that retrospect, I would put the office.
So for the business page, yes. So you can see it clearly states everything right there. That because it's a business, it's public. This is public, straight public information. So you can always, it's there. So yeah, that's why obviously I put the office address. But phone number is mine because I want anyone to call me. Yeah, I want them to go to my website, so not the office's number or anything like that. And then hours operation or my hours operation as a realtor, so you get the idea.
Okay.
Yep, pretty cool. This is bringing back memories here. This guy right here, I've known him almost 30 years, 28 years, something. I've known this kid.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. We grew up together since middle school, like 6th grade. He got COVID and actually got real bad. He got the Delta variant and it almost killed him. We're lucky he's still here. Yeah, he went all the way to intubation.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is serious.
This is why I stay home.
Yeah.
That's why I work from home. Now, I saw that little book an appointment thing. What is that, and how does that work? Like how?
Okay. Yep. So that's a button. So so that's called. All right. So let's see if I can show you that. I think it's gonna be under here.
I'm sorry, I just don't know anything about Facebook.
Yeah, I know. That's a little more advanced stuff, which I'm happy to show you. I think you get to it from up here. I can't remember. Hold on. Is there more? Okay, I think if you go to edit tabs, and then you've got all these tools over here on the left. This like there's all this stuff you can see. Facebook, I mean, you get the idea. There's a plethora of things that you can do, but what it's called, I think, is services or something like that. I did it a while back. Maybe it's appointment settings.
Okay.
I don't remember.
There's a test booking tool.
Okay. Yeah, I would have to. I'd have to Google it to find it again. But basically, let's look under page info. So this is where you put in this is the basic stuff where you put the address and all the hours. This is what you do when you first set it up. But it's a what is it? Events, templates and tabs. Maybe that's it.
So I can change my hours whenever I feel the need. Seeing it's like I have a part-time job right now, so I can say I'm not available during the morning time on this day. Okay, cool.
Yep. Yeah, all that's editable anytime. You're in full control of it. Trying to find. Like I said, I haven't done this in so long. It's been a minute. I feel like it's going to be here. I don't remember. I'd have to look it up. So it's called, so one of the things it can have you do, which is, maybe it's in here. No, is you can set up you can set up services. So you can say, I don't even know where it is anymore. This stuff changes all the time too. Like diversity info, that's new. Like you can go in there and say how you're non-discriminatory or whatever. Messaging general, I don't even know where it is right now. Let's go back to the main page. Maybe we can find it from the, okay, there we go. Remote, maybe it's over here. Nope. Oh, here it is. Edit book now. There it is. Edit. It's right there where the button was. These are the buttons. So I can edit the button, change it into some other type of button. You can make it say all these things, right? Learn more, or send me an email, or send me a message. So yeah, it's probably just going to be right there where you can just edit it straight from the page.
Okay.
And so when a person's looking at it, they're visiting, they see a book now button.
Okay.
Or I could make it say, learn more, or send me a message, or whatever. And then when you choose the book, then this is the services you can set up. So, hey, you're interested in selling a property. You want to buy our consultation, looking to invest.
Yes, all of it.
So
no
that's all.
Honey, no.
Yeah. So you go back to edit book now, and then I can do maybe edit button, book now, appointments. Okay. There's the days and times. Like you got to go through all this mess.
Okay. So you can give a specific time window when what's available and what's not available, and then they have to pick from that.
Yes, and then it takes you into services, and this is where you can put in all your services that you offer, right? So I did a buy, sell, invest, CMA, rent, and apartment.
So how do you go about on that apartment locating? Because I've been told like different things, like apartments aren't in the MLS, so it's not promised that you get paid. Right. Like what? Yep.
So my method for that is Chris with Apartment Aces. I refer them.
Apartment Aces.
And Apartment Aces. Chris Leschberg. Don't ask me to spell the last name.
Is he on your page? Like as a friend, or?
Yeah, it's Chris Leschberg. Okay. He's the creator and owner of that company. He started up Apartment Aces. And basically what they do is if someone's like, I want to rent, an apartment, again, it's hard for us to find that information, right?
Right.
You give them, you call Apartment Aces and say, hey, I've got someone that's looking to rent. Here's their information. And then if they get an apartment, then they pay you a referral.
Okay. So that comes back to the brokerage, and they say, hey, you have a check in your mailbox. Okay.
Kind of, yeah. They have a form for you to fill out so that they know how to pay you, and then I'm sure they'll let you know how you're paid. And then if the person contacts them and says, we want to buy instead of rent this next year, then they refer you back to you.
Oh,
They
okay.
refer them back to you because you were the
So
agent.
it's
that
something
brought
like
them.
maybe you should walk through their door and talk to them, fill out whatever paper needs to be filled
Yeah.
out. And okay.
I would contact them. I would talk to, just
off the
get
top of your
familiar.
head, where are they kind of what area are they located in?
I don't know what their scope is. I know definitely like central.
Okay.
Looks like you can just go to apartmentaces.com. Let me see if this looks like the right website.
There's so many apartment places out there, and some of them are so closely named. So I was
No,
like,
that
where?
one is not. That's not it. Well, oh, this is weird. Yeah, see, this looks like them, but their website's not working right now. It's saying no go.
Oh, that's weird.
Maybe let me try www in front. Didn't happen. I don't know what's going on.
That's weird.
I'm gonna message Chris actually. No, and see if he gets back to me. Anyways, yep. So that's what I've done in the past. So in short, refer it to an apartment locator company and let them do that, because they've got all the relationships and connections to what's available. They know what apartments will take what credit score situations and all that fun stuff. Yeah, it's not you don't make a lot on apartments, so it's not worth the time. I think that it would take you to research all that and figure all that out. I would refer them to an apartment locator.
So if they ever say they want to buy a house, they'll send them right back to you.
Well, we want to verify with the apartment locator that that's how they operate.
Okay.
But yeah, now it's your job to stay in touch with them over the years. Yeah. So that you are there. Yeah. Very good. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna
go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just getting ready to send you that IABS.
Okay.
For that Facebook posting.
I'll fix that up for you.
Okay.
If you ever need to schedule time with me, we do. Right now we're doing just Zoom and phone call. No physical meeting at the time because COVID's a little crazy. You can go to kwroundrock.com. If you mouse over technology, you can schedule an appointment with me. It'll show you my schedule, what's available, pick what you want, Zoom or phone call, and then we'll go from there. And if I've ever sent you an email, there's a link in my...
I should have it already.
Okay, cool. Well, there you go.
We did the whole thing of replacing my phone number on the IBS, so been there, done that.
Yep. Okay. Well, if there's anything else I can do for y'all, just give me a call, text, or schedule some time.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was very helpful.
You're welcome. Y'all have a great rest of your day.
Bye.
All right. Bye.